Hi friends, welcome back to another video. So I just washed my hair. Actually, I just washed it. If you guys can see, I don't know if you can see the water. My hair feels so good. Just want to show you guys because I am back with another lock content. So I just want to show you guys what my hair is looking like. Okay. So, so today I just wanted to come on here and talk about the pros and cons of thick locks because I know you guys love my locks. A lot of you guys compliment on my locks, and even on Instagram I get people compliment how thick my locks are, how healthy they are. So I just wanted to come on here and just do like a pros and cons of thick locks for anybody out there that's thinking about like the size of lock that they want to get but they're not really sure. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some information, what are some of the pros and cons of thick locks, and really think about it to see if thick locks are really for you. So the number one, I'm going to start first with the pros of thick locks. So the number one pro for thick locks is the fact that your retwist time is super fast. Like literally it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to retwist my locks when I do my own retwist. And I know when I watch other lock women that have like smaller locks, they talk about their retwist takes sometimes 3 to 4 hours. Baby, I don't have time for that, okay? That's exactly one of the things that I consider when I was going for the size of locks. I was like, I want something that's gonna take me less time to wash my hair, less time to retwist. So if I wash and retwist, that takes me about an hour and a half. But if I just retwist my hair, 45 to an hour. That's it. And that's a good timing for me. The other pro for me personally, right, because I have thick hair and everything, so the other pro for me is that when I get a retwist, my hair still looks full. I don't know if you guys see, like sometimes, you see pictures of people when they just got their retwist, their hair looks so scalpy and stuff like that. That happens because sometimes the type of hair that you have, if you don't have like thick hair, or if you don't have like full hair, and then you have like maybe smaller locks size, when you do get retwist, your hair tends to look really scalpy, and I don't like that type of look at all. So that's one thing I love about my locks personally, and the size of my locks. When I get my retwist, my hair still looks full and it still looks good. That's one pro of thick locks for me personally, and I love that about my locks. The other pro is the fact that thick locks are so liberating. Oh my god, they're so liberating. Like personally, I just wake up and go. You don't gotta style it, you don't gotta do this, you don't gotta do that. Not literally wake up and go, but like, spray your hair with water, aloe vera juice, that's what I use, and literally go about my day. I don't do much to my hair. That's one of the advantages of thick locks that I personally love, because I am lazy when it comes to my hair, and I wanted something that is less time consuming, and thick locks are perfect for me, literally perfect for me. I work from home. I really don't have to even show my face in a lot of my meetings, so I barely do nothing to my hair. I just wash my hair now, and I just like apply oil on my scalp and just like massage it, and then put a little bit in my hand and then rub it all over. That's about it. Like literally that's all I do. Less maintenance, and that's what I love about having thick locks. Another pro for thick lock personally for me is the fact that it's cheaper to get it done when you go to a loctician versus if you had a lot of hair, a lot of smaller locks, and a lot of it tends to be more, because it's more time consuming, and it's more like time, and it's more like more work that needs to be done to it. But like personally, when I went to get my hair done for the first time to my loctician, I think I talked about my loctician experience a couple of videos down. If you check my lock playlist, you see that video. But when I went to get my hair done for the first time, I've never counted my locks, but I believe I have somewhere between 60 to 70 locks, and my locks were like $95. And I watch videos where people talk about they pay like $140, $150 to get their locks done, and these are people that have that have like more locks. They have smaller locks and they have more of it. So like having thick locks is cheaper for me personally. I only pay $95. I think I tip her like extra 10 or $15. That's about it, but it's cheap for me. So like those are like the pros that I love personally for my thick locks. I love these things about my hair. Now let's get into the cons and think about the cons, and then maybe you could think if really thick locks is for you. One of the cons about thick locks is the fact that your hair takes forever to dry. It's literally, it's 9:08 right now, 9:08 in the morning, right? I washed my hair about 8:30. It's been about 30 minutes and my hair, you guys saw what happened in the very beginning. My hair is still so wet. See it? Still so wet. Literally, I washed my hair like around 8 o'clock, 8:30-ish in the morning now, because it literally takes all day to dry. Sometimes it takes a day and a half to dry. Like literally, like if I was to wash my hair like around 12 p.m., my hair will not dry till the next day. Because my hair is so thick now, it takes forever to dry. That's one con about having thick locks. Your hair takes forever to dry. So you have to like let your hair dry, because if not, your hair's gonna stink. And you don't want stink locks. And number two is like when you go to sleep with damped or wet hair, damped or wet locks, your locks can get flattened, because when you lay on it while it's wet, it can get flattened. So you want to wash your hair early in the morning like I do. I don't want to wake up early in the morning and wash my hair. I have other things to do. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. I've had my lock for a year now. The only time I've had it dried with the air dryer, with the hair dryer sitting under it, was when I went to the loctician. But other than that, I've never put heat in my hair. I just let my hair air dry when I wash it. And I love that about my locks, and I love that for my hair. So that's one con. It takes forever to dry. The second con is that when you wash your hair, the longer your hair gets, the heavier it's gonna get, okay? My hair, they're not as heavy yet because they're not that long yet. I'll show you how long they are. They're not as long yet, but I do still feel a little weight on me versus when I started my locks a year ago. So the longer they get, the more heavier they're gonna get. So think about that as well. Yeah, think about that. If that's something you want to deal with, or if that, or you want to be mindful of how thick you want them, because you know, the longer they get, the heavier it's gonna get. That can cause headaches. So you gotta think. Those are things you have to also think about if you're thinking about getting thick locks. So the other con for thick lock is the fact that thick locks, you can only do so much with thick locks when it comes to styling. There are limited styles you could do because your hair is so thick. You can't really do every type of hairstyle out there for locks, right? So that's one of the cons about thick locks. For me personally, I'm not that type of person that manipulates her hair too much. So I don't really care about styles. I only want my hair to get long where I can put in a bun. That's about it. I think a bun is gonna always be my go-to style, like when I go out, maybe like when I go out to church or when I go out to like dinner. Probably a bun is gonna be my go-to style. I'm not really into like different type of styles because I'm not really into manipulating my hair too much. So that's perfectly fine for me. I thought about all of these things before locking my hair, and I watched a whole lot of videos and educated myself about all of these things before deciding to lock my hair and deciding what type of, like what size exactly I wanted. If you're new to my channel, I did my retwist myself when I started my locks, and I maintained my locks myself for a whole year before I went to a loctician. For my 1 year anniversary, that's when I went to a loctician. So think about that as well. If you want to go the cheaper route, install your locks yourself, maintain it yourself, watch a whole lot of video. I didn't know how to retwist for a long time. I didn't know how to retwist. I kept watching a whole lot of retwist videos. My retwist will only last 2 or 3 days, sometimes at most 4 days. And I'm like, I was so frustrated. I watched a whole lot of videos, how to make your retwist last, how to like avoid unraveling through the starter lock stage and things like that. Did a whole lot of research. So these are things that you want to think about before you lock your hair, before you get thick locks. Think about it if thick locks are for you. So those are the pros and cons of thick locks that I have to share today. I'm sure there is more out there if you watch other videos, but these are all I have for you. If this is a video that you love and you learned something out of the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the family, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.